Hi, I'm Zoe with the Calcasieu Parish Public Library. Today I've got some new YA fantasy for you. Both of these novels were delightful reads that I think teens and adults will enjoy. Our first book is Girls at the Edge of the World by Laura Brooke Robson. Admittedly, this gorgeous cover is what made me pick up the title, but the story turned out to be just as enchanting. A legendary flood is approaching the kingdom of Castrovia, and seeing all the warning signs, the kingdom has already started preparations, but their giant ships and stores of food aren't meant for everyone. Only the Castrovian royal court is guaranteed safety aboard the fleet, but Natasha Koshkin, head of the Royal Flyers, is determined to get on board. If she can seduce the prince, she can secure safe passage not only for herself, but maybe even enough room for the rest of her flyers. But just as she starts trying to flirt with him, a new flyer joins her team. Ella Neves has trained for months so that she can infiltrate the Royal Flyers, not to survive the coming flood, but to take revenge for her lover's murder. Once she's successfully on the team, she begins to implement her plan. But as she gets closer to Natasha, her determination starts to waver. This is a beautiful book that I haven't heard any hype about, so I'm recommending it to you today. There's romance, political plots, an impending apocalyptic flood, and it incorporates aerial silk performances. The next title I've got for you is All of Us Villains by the duo Amanda Foody and Lynn Herman. All of Us Villains was marketed as Magic Meets the Hunger Games, and while that was enough to make me pick up this book, I'm gonna go a step further and say that that's selling this story short. Every 20 years, one kid from each of Ilvernath's 7 great families competes against each other in a secret tournament. The last kid standing secures for their family exclusive access to the town's hidden well of high magic, at least until the next tournament. As it goes with these kinds of books, past tournaments have typically followed a pattern, but this year, of course, it's different. This year, just a few months before the tournament, an anonymous insider published a novel exposing the names of the ancient families and the nature of the competition. When it becomes a bestseller, Ilvernath's big secret is out. But the tournament must go on. And even though this year's champions have prepared their whole lives for this chance to control the incredible reserve of magic, they're starting to doubt the tradition. For a novel with so many characters, each one is remarkably distinct and well-rounded, though you may initially have trouble keeping them all straight. Chapters switch between each champion, revealing each one's backstory, trauma, and motivations. I really enjoyed this novel. Unfortunately, it is the first in a series, but I'll be waiting in line when the sequel comes out. If any of these titles caught your eye, they are available for checkout at your local library. If you've already read one, let us know how you liked it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, check back each week for more from the Calcasieu Parish Public Library.